Hey everybody, it's Sarah Bailey. How you doing? Today I have kind of a funny and embarrassing story to share with you. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and share it anyway because in network marketing and direct sales, if it hasn't happened to you yet, it probably will. And it's also just to reassure you that when it does, it happens to all of us. So don't worry about it too much. So this is coming back to posture and confidence when you're talking to prospects on the phone. So I've been in network marketing for a couple of years, but I just switched companies and it's just been a week since I've been in this new company. And I've made lots of phone calls over the past couple of years, but you know what? You start something new, you don't always know what to say, and that's just the way that it goes. So my sponsor told me what to say when I would call these people, and I was calling on car dealerships. And so because we have a car program, I'm going to keep this example really generic. I'm not going to tell you the name of the car program, just because people in different network marketing companies will be watching this. So anyway, so I had 6 dealerships to call. My sponsor told me, what points to cover, and I thought, great, okay, I can do this. So I call the first car dealership, ask for the sales manager, and I get this guy, Joe, on the phone. Now, Joe has been in sales for 20 or 30 years. He's been around the block. I've been in network marketing just 2, but I've only been with this company for a week. So already he had a stronger posture than me, but I could have held a stronger posture than I did. So I'll tell you what I did with him, and then I'll tell you kind of what happened as I went through the day calling the other dealerships then as well. So this guy, Joe, he said his name is Joe, and I said, hi, Joe, my name is Sarah Bailey, and our company is recently expanding into the Connecticut area, and I'm calling on a few different dealerships to find somebody who will be a point person for us because we have a car program with our company, and when people reach that level, I want to be able to send them your way. Would you be the contact person? And he said, yes, it would be me. He goes, what company? And I told him the name of the company. That was a mistake. And then he said, well, what kind of products do you have? And I told him health and, it's a health and wellness company. And then, which I shouldn't have done that either. And then he said, what kind of products do you have? And I said, you know what? I'm going to send you a video that will explain everything. And he said, well, what are the products? Is it like Mary Kay? Is it something like that? So then I told him about the products. Another mistake. And then he was asking about the car program, and then he kept asking all these questions. Well, whoever is asking questions in a conversation, that is a person that's in control. I clearly was not in control of this conversation, and it was not going well, but I wasn't just going to hang up on him. So I gave him those answers to questions, and finally I got around to saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to send you an email, and it will have videos in there, and that will explain it. There will be 2 videos for you to watch. And he said, okay. And I said, will you be able to watch them in the next day or 2? That was another mistake. And he said, well, I don't know. Like this, he said, this was kind of sprung on me, meaning my phone call to him. He said, this was just sprung on me, and I don't know, we're real busy over here, but I'll get to it as soon as I can. And at this point, I literally threw my hands up in the air and said, you know what? I said, all right, maybe I'll just give you a call next week. Got off the phone with him. I called my sponsor right away, and I said, what did I know I messed up. What did I do wrong? And he said, Sarah, you know what you did wrong. Just get back on the phone. Just start making the calls. Just talk to people. You know what to say. But then he did give you some pointers on some things to say and responses when somebody says, what is this? You say, this is about me bringing more business to you. And then you go from there. So what I did is things got better on the next few phone calls that I did. So I made 5 more phone calls right away. You fall off the horse, you get back right up on the horse again, and you just keep going. So the calls did get better. In fact, there was one call that I had. This guy's name is Jason. And I called Jason, and I said, hey, Jason. And I actually sat up taller in my chair, shoulders back, smile in my face, had command in my voice, and I said, hey, Jason, this is Sarah Bailey, and I want to let you know our company is expanding in Connecticut, and I'm looking around at a few different dealerships. And we have a car program for people when they achieve a certain level in the company, they get one of your cars for free. And he said, great, are you hiring? Now think about that. That response compared to the response from the first guy, it was completely different. My posture was completely different with this guy. And I felt much more at ease with him, and I was in much more control. And I said, listen, in fact, we are. I am looking for 12 more people to join my team. And some of the things we are looking for are, these qualities: to be outgoing, energetic, self-motivated, driven, and some other things. And I said, this may or may not be you, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you this email, and I need you to look at it in the next 24 hours. And he said, okay. And I said, in the email, you're going to see these 2 videos. This is what you're going to look for. And the information about the car program is in the second video. And you'll see some more details there. And we'll talk about it on our next phone call. And he said, great. I said, tomorrow, are you available in the morning or the afternoon? Which is better for you? And he said, morning. And I said, great. How about 11 or 11:30? He said, 11:30. I said, great. Okay, so I'm marking you down in my calendar. Here's my name and my phone number. So if you have any questions, you can give me a call. And also something else to do with your prospects when you talk to them and you set up that follow-up appointment. What you do is you say, okay, Jason, I put you down for 11:30 tomorrow. If anything, for any reason, should come up that you cannot make that phone call, would you please do me the professional courtesy of calling me in advance and letting me know so that I can put somebody else in that time slot? And they always say, okay, no problem. And so we set up the time to talk, and here's the funny thing. So he gives me the email address for the car dealership, his personal address there. And then because he's interested in the business now, he said, here's my personal email, why don't you send it there? And then I had the phone number for the dealership, and then he gave me his cell phone number too, and he said, I want you to call me on my cell phone. So it worked out great. So here's the difference between call 1 and call 2. Call 2, I had better posture, actually better physical posture, and just better posture in general. Had more command of my voice, more command of what I was saying, and it just gets better. And so I guess the moral of the story is, talk to your sponsor. If you feel like you're not getting the responses that you want, get more practice. Get in front of more people. You know what? When you first start making your phone calls, even in the beginning of the day, you might be a little shaky when you make that first call or two. You know what? Maybe make that first phone call or two people that you know that are probably not your best prospects, and then kind of practice on them, get a little warmed up, and then it should go better for you for the rest of the day. So anyway, I hope this information has been helpful. Go out there, knock them dead. Listen, you have something powerful for people, no matter what company you are in. You have a gift for people. You have something that could change their lives. So act like that when you talk to people, and make it not about you, make it about them and how you can help them. Hope this has been helpful. Have a great day. Now go get them.